I am currently outside of America, working my way to expat status. I think that's hilarious. That's the only reason I say.
I had been tolerating Chicago winters for years and years and years, and a friend of mine had moved to Barcelona, so I'm like, so I'm gonna go check him out. And I spent 2 weeks here, looked around, and was like, yep. Went back home, and I told my boss, like the day I got back, I said, hey, Mike, in 2 months, I'm up. I'm moving to Europe, and I don't know what I'm gonna do except riding bikes is gonna be the center point of that.
My name is William Loyd. I'm originally born in Hollis, Queens, New York, and I'm one of the members of the Black Foxes. Growing up in Hollis, I did not hang with the typical basketball crowd, played football for a hot second and was like, this is kind of boring. The things that were pushed on us as a child and as an adolescent and as like a young man, there wasn't a connect all the time. There was like some resistance. Why is it where like we're pushed in certain directions and not others? Still, not a lot of my friends even consider biking as a thing, as an option at all. My upbringing was like, you get a car because that's what you do. Getting someone to like respect the bike growing up in a car-centric environment is a lot harder to do, no matter how fun a bike can be. It's always a stigma when you separate from the not normal. Anytime you step away from like what is the trend or what is in or what is acceptable, you're kind of like shunned. And you have two worlds in biking where like you have the what's acceptable and the outliers. I'm fine with being an outlier.
My name is Marty Merritt. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I am member 008 of the Black Foxes. I didn't grow up following the typical trajectory that Black American men should be following. I grew up playing tennis, right, which is a much more diverse sport now through lots of struggle and fighting. But I remember hearing things like, oh, golf and tennis, skateboarding, that's for white boys. Now I ride lots of bikes and race bicycles, and it's still a sport that's in its infancy. I would say it's extremely difficult to live in a society where you're supposed to be a certain way and your heart and your soul and your spirit are telling you something else. It's been a long journey, and I feel now that all of these things I wear as a badge, It's like my armor now. So it's like now it's taken on the opposite effect. I don't feel ashamed anymore or embarrassed or feeling that I need to be a certain way. No, man, I'm gonna be me.
Growing up as a Black man in a society in New York City, it has not always aligned itself with the status quo or the typical trajectory of someone that looks like me or represents like me. All the things that come with it, meaning the crowds that I hang out with, the activities I get into. I remember the first time I put on a kit and a helmet, and my friends clowned me. I put up the Facebook photo. I was like, oh, I went to the bike shop. I got my helmet. I bought like this $60 jersey, and I had my helmet, and everybody's like, yo, what is this dude? They're like clowning me. And I was just like, oh, that's what we're doing, all right. That's cool. Like, could not stop. And these were the same kids that I was like riding fixed gear bikes with. Those little cues that it was like, all right, something's up here, where it's like, why is that?
We're in a place where people are questioning these norms in cycling, in the outdoor world in general. Our coming into cycling, the existence of the Black Foxes, the existence of other groups that are pushing representation in the outdoors, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Having more representation in this sport adds more to the sport. It makes cycling bigger and better and more colorful.
It's very easy as Americans just to go about our day and our lives in this very monotonous, like, I need to get up, I need to go to work, I need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's this constant like set list of rules that we're pushed into. There are others that want to break from that, and the beauty of that is they kind of always find a way to get together. Being here and speaking with the locals, you find out just how unique but similar people's experiences are. All bikes are dope, but like you can also be on a really fast road bike and just be having a good time. You never have to push yourself more than you want to. A lot of that toxicity around like you don't deserve something unless you're like struggling to like keep up this image is some of the reasons why we kind of like shy away from certain crowds or certain trends or certain like stressors that we really don't need, you know, because the bike in itself is a beautiful tool to use exactly how you want. And we've created so much pressure to deserve or like be this thing that we think the bike wants us to be, when you can get on the bike, have a terrible day, you could still have a good time though. What do you want from it? What did you go into it expecting? What were you told you should be doing beforehand that usually gets in the way of us just enjoying the bike at no matter what age?
I feel free now, you know? I feel like I've kind of come into myself, my essence, and like I know who I am. Dude, as far as we all know, we only live one time. So we create conditions to live our dreams and do the best to go in that direction, to take that path.